Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks. So here's another lockdown roundup for you this morning. Going to start with this story in the Mirror. HSBC says customers who refuse to wear a face mask will have their accounts withdrawn. Now, if you remember the last couple of days, we've had the supermarkets, all of them in the UK, bringing in new rules for mandating masks in store and putting security on the door to check you out before you come in. And now we have a bank. But not only do they want you to wear a mask in the store, they are threatening to close your account if you don't, to withdraw your account, to close it down. For all of those who are following what's going on with the Great Reset, the fourth industrial revolution, or whatever the hell these World Economic Forum, United Nations people are calling it now, if you're following this, then you will know one of their plans is to introduce a cashless society and link it up to apps on your phone, and undoubtedly to that health passport they announced yesterday in the UK. Can you imagine what the future is going to be like if that happens? Can you imagine having your money supply, your livelihood switched off because you didn't follow some arbitrary rule some elite bigwig had just dreamed up? Just think about it. There you are in 2024, your health passport app on your phone. You can only access public venues, shops, parks if your health passport shows immunity. And to achieve this, you have to have a test 36 hours before entering anywhere, a jab every few months. And then on top of that, you have big banking corporations threatening to close your account, to switch off your ability to transact, to buy and sell, if you don't follow whatever crazy restrictive rules they will be setting up in the future, whatever they may be. And remember, if they get their way, you will be in a cashless society. All transactions will be digital, and these banking elites and mega corporations will have the power to switch you off. Imagine the control they will have over you if that happens. You will be dancing to their tune. And here we are today now. They are already signaling to you that they will close your account if you're not wearing a mask. It says here, the lender, HSBC, reiterated that face masks are mandatory in all branches unless legally exempt, warning customers that non-compliance could result in accounts being closed. The lender, which also owns First Direct and Marks & Spencer's Bank, said customers who break the law could forfeit their bank account. Speaking to the Mirror, a spokesman said face masks are mandatory in all branches as per government guidelines. Those who refuse to comply will be refused service and could have their bank accounts withdrawn. Again, you notice that all of these organisations seem to make these announcements all at the same time. Supermarkets a couple of days ago, Morrison's, Tesco's, Sainsbury's, now a big bank. I'm sure other banks will follow suit today or tomorrow. You know, this lockdown has been going on for 10 months now, yet all these organisations are putting these statements out this week. It's not by accident, it's an orchestrated move by the mega corporations, just as the big tech companies joined together to remove social media platform Parler just the other day. There's no independent thought amongst these organisations. They all work as one, as if they all belong to some secret club with their own rules. And now they are attempting to show how big and powerful they are by threatening you. I mean, that's how it comes across to me anyway. This example is a reason why we should never have a cashless society, because if you do, as this example shows, they will have you over a barrel. Here is one of the many World Economic Forum articles on their website bigging up a cashless society. Perspectives on a Cashless World, where they say, now a new era is upon us, one in which the payment process will gradually slip towards the back of customers' minds as it becomes more automated. Customer engagement will be crucial. Payments by mobile phone means not requiring a physical card, aim to enhance customer experience while leaving the underlying infrastructure generally untouched. It's pretty clear what they are driving for. With the prospect of financial collapse coming somewhere down the line, now could be a good time to re-evaluate any money you have in the bank, any savings, and look to safeguard your assets by taking it out and investing it in various other things. What that is though, I don't know, as I don't really know much about financial stuff. But that's what a lot of experts are saying. Basically, just don't keep all your eggs in the same basket. That's the main message. If you're unlucky enough to have any savings, spread it out into different accounts at least to safeguard it. And then in other news, this entity called Matt Hancock has appeared on television again, and he said there was no plans on when restrictions would be loosened. It says here, Health Secretary Matt Hancock has said lockdown restrictions will remain in place in England for as long as they are necessary. He told Sky News that it was impossible to know when restrictions could be eased. We will keep the restrictions in place not a moment longer than they are necessary, but we will keep them in place as long as they are necessary, he said. But what exactly does necessary mean to this person? Here's the clip.
A number of your colleagues are looking towards the 8th of March. It's the point at which we will start to see restrictions being relaxed. That's not going to happen, is it?
Well, it's impossible to know, and we'll keep the restrictions in place not a moment longer than they're necessary, but we will keep them in place as long as they're necessary.
Now, this interview went on, and the Sky interviewer, he questioned him some more about this. And check out how grumpy he gets and states that there is no timeline and how he is the health secretary.
And to do that, we've got to support people on the NHS.
Sorry to interrupt, Minister. Sorry to interrupt, but you've just said that we want to start easing the restrictions once the 14 million have had their, or the most vulnerable have had their jab. There is a 3-week lag time between the 14th of February and the first week, and the quality of immunisation actually being taken in. So again, this date of March the 8th, on which we are going to start seeing the possibility of restrictions being eased. How can that be possible on that timescale?
Well, I haven't put a timescale on it.
I know you haven't, but some of your colleagues have.
Well, great, but I'm the health secretary.
That is indeed true. That is indeed true, as the words at the bottom of the screen point out.
Well, great, but I'm the health secretary.
That is indeed true. That is indeed true, as the words at the bottom of the screen point out.
He let his mask slip there. I am the health secretary. I have the power. The power and the control is in my domain. Hancock says that they will keep the restrictions in place as long as is necessary and that there is no timeline. So what has to happen to make it not necessary? All small and medium-sized businesses to be bankrupt? What percentage of the population do you need to be unemployed? How much damage needs to be done? Or is it never going to end until everything has been reset? Is that the plan? As always, thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And if you can, come over to hugotalks.com and subscribe to there so I can keep you up to date with my videos in case YouTube delete this channel, which is very possible at some point in the future.